Hello, everyone. Welcome to PAX East Day 2. I'm so excited for all the games we're going to play. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Loren Wang. I'm the co-founder of Daruma Games.
Hey, I'm Simon Armstrong, and I'm the other co-founder of Daruma Games.
We're looking at Soulmates today. Can you explain to me what the game is and how it came about?
Absolutely. So Soulmates is a four-player couch co-op sci-fi adventure where you pilot a spaceship together with your friends. It's a game that Simon and I talked about a long, long time ago. And coming out of COVID, we were like, it's time for us to bring another couch co-op game back into the world. And he was like, I'm in. And here we are.
I feel like couch co-op games are very much like a crowd favorite. Is it also available online multiplayer?
Absolutely. I think online is kind of table stakes for games these days. As much as I would love for everyone to just get back together in each other's homes and play together, you gotta have online. So yes, we absolutely have online play.
Okay, good. I was because I've been seeing a lot of specifically couch co-op only, and I'm like, I need a little bit of online because a lot of us are permanently online with our friends. And is there any kind of story or maybe a scenario mode?
Yeah, so the full game will have a series of different missions, and each mission will be a different story, a different difficulty and length. But then it's within a mission, and the game's very random. So what events you see, what enemies, what upgrades vary game to game. So while the story may be familiar, you'll get a different experience every time you play.
I've noticed there's kind of a perk system, or is it a roguelike? I just saw something like that. Can you explain a little bit more about that?
We're very much inspired by other chaotic games, like Overcooked, like Lovers in Dangerous Space Time and games like that. But I think the saddest thing about those games is they run out. And so we definitely want to lean into the roguelike procedural generation aspect to make sure that, even after you finish a mission, you can play it again and you'll see new stuff. You can crank up the difficulty if you want to do that. And, the game will just keep on going and going.
I was also curious about, if you don't have any friends, or nobody's awake, usually is my problem. Is there a way to play it solo without, having too much of a difficulty curve?
So the game is definitely best played with friends. Nothing prevents you from playing it by yourself, but you'll have to manage everything in the game as an individual. The demo we brought here, I can beat it solo. It's not easy.
So it's a bit of a challenge, but that's kind of fun of it, right? What kind of obstacles or tasks are we looking at here on the spaceships? Or are there different ones for different spaceships?
As you correctly guessed, we have different spaceships in the game that we're not showing off in the demo. So for example, we have a spaceship that's full of ramps. I think we're going to call it the Rampage just because, yeah, different challenges, both inside the ship and outside the ship. You have to load your guns, you have to take care of fires that show up. If your hull breaches, some gets sucked into the hull, you're gonna have to take them out. But then from outside the ship, have different enemies that are dropping bombs into your ship. You have enemies that are projecting gravity fields and making you move in random directions and all that fun stuff. So there's lots of different challenges.
I think lastly, just because I'm a fashion girly and I know a lot of my friends are very much customization people, what kind of customizations can we see from the game, and are there unlockable ones as well?
Yeah, so you'll be able to customize your character because we love that personalization. There'll be definitely choose your color. We've got a lot of hats coming because what gamer doesn't like a hat? And then we're hoping to add also other aliens and things you can play as well. So you'll be able to swap out entirely how you look additionally.
When do we expect this game to release?
So our current timeline, we're hoping to put out a demo next month in June. That hopefully will help us start grabbing that community that will give us that really valuable feedback about what they like best about this experience, what we should make more of, what kind of hats they're looking for, and all that fun stuff. And working together that community, we're hoping to go all the way through to the next fest in October, and then we're aiming for a early access release in November if everything goes well.
Well, thank you both so much for interviewing with me, and I hope you have a good PAX.
Yeah, it's been great. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.